Our first kind of major introduction, I guess, to you on a solo tip was on the No Limit Soldiers compilation. It was a track called "Bring My Banners." Bring My Banners.
Holy shit, that got a story.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
Check this out. This is the story to that. Okay, just say I go to Cali, like I told you, on a Wednesday, right?
Yep.
I meet Master P on that Wednesday on the plane. So, everything happens with us. And so now I'm excited that I met Master P, because this is a potential way into the game.
Of course.
And I've been trying for 9 years to get in the game at that point. So anyway, that night, you with me so far?
Yeah, I'm with you. That same night?
That same night, I hear that Taheem is in LA. Taheem is Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
That's my man. That's one of my childhood friends. You know what I mean? So I hear he's in town. So I go to where he's at, but they won't let me in. I go through the back. They won't let me in. And I'm like, yo, man, go grab. I'm talking to the guy. I said, yo, that's my brother for real. Like, not my blood. I'm being real honest with the guy. I'm in the back. I'm like, yo, it's not my blood brother, but we're brothers. Like, I fuck him up on Tekken all the time. Like, I whoop his ass. You know what I mean? So anyway, for some reason, the man said, man, he kind of believed me, I guess. I said, yo, go get Spliff Star. So he went and go get Spliff Star. Now, Spliff coming out cussing. He a Brooklyn motherfucker. He come out, what the fuck? Who was the fuck out here? He saw me, he said, oh shit, peace, God, what up? Blah, blah, blah. So he pulls me in the back. He pulls me and my man in the back. We go out there. Everybody's in the Black Eyed Peas is in Busta Rhymes' dressing rooms. Bus is in there. Me and Bus going crazy because we ain't seen each other in a couple months. And he's wondering, what the fuck you doing in L.A.? You know what I mean? So I told him about Master P and this, that, and the third. So that night, inside the dressing room, Black Eyed Peas, I told Busta about my sons getting signed by Master P, which they wasn't signed yet, but Master P had an ear for them. And so when I told him that, he never signed me. You got to understand where I'm going with the story. Busta Rhymes knew me for all these years. He never signed me. He never tried to get me signed. And I am not looking at it as a bad thing, but he just never did. That's just wasn't no New York shit. Niggas wasn't pulling niggas in like that.
Right.
So we were in the dressing room, and I told him about my sons and Master P and shit. And he was like, yo, well, I said, yeah, Master P said they the hottest artists he heard from the East. I was being sarcastic because I was a little bitter that he never signed me. So I threw a little shot at him, a little gut shot. I love him, but I threw a shot at him anyway.
Yeah.
But not ever signed. And so he said, put it in, put the tape in. I kept the tape with me from now. The tape don't leave my pocket. So I put one of the tapes in. I put the tape in, and everybody's just talking. It's Rod Digger was in there, Baby Sham, Spliff Star, Busta Rhymes, KRS-ONE, the Black Eyed Peas sitting on the couch. So nobody was listening while I put this music in. So I took it out. Soon as I took it out, Busta was like, yo, why you take that shit out, God? I was like, I'm going to just wait till you finish talking. He was talking to a known weed seller from New York named Branson. If you ever know.
Oh yeah, I didn't have his name in a whole bunch of stuff. So
I was talking to Branson at the time, who's from uptown.
Oh.
So I took the tape out, and he's like, yo, why you do that? And I was like, cause I'll just wait till you finish talking to Branson, and then I'll play it for you. He was like, well, if it was hot like you said, you would have heard. So I said, what? And so he asked the Black Eyed Peas, Will I Am. Will I Am was sitting on the couch, and he kind of threw his weight on Will I Am. He was like, yo, was that hot? And Will I Am was stuttering. He was like, well, I really couldn't understand it. I don't know what's going on. And then he asked the other Oriental-looking brother.
I think Taboo or something on there, maybe.
I don't know his name. I never knew his name because he fucked up. As soon as he opened his mouth, he fucked up. He don't understand. He don't know that East Coast shit. We battle rap. So as soon as he said something slick out his mouth, I said, I battle either one of y'all right now, pointing to all three of the Black Eyed Peas.
Okay, yeah.
So Busta Rhymes got mad at me. He's like, yo, don't talk to my company like that. You want to battle me? And I said, I don't give a fuck. So that's why everybody gathered around, right in Busta's dressing room. Everybody gathered around, and Busta went first. So I Busta went and shit, and you know he's talking crazy, talking some, you know how he rhyme. He was talking.
Of course, yeah.
My man, Wise Ruler, is standing beside me. I looks at him and I laugh like I'm about to kill this nigga. Like, all I do is battle. People don't understand. If you go to Block a Block channel and listen to a song called Turn It Up, you'll understand where I'm coming from with this, you know, how I get down when it comes to these lyrics and all that. So anyway, I looks at my man, I laugh. I tore Busta up the first round. Blah, blah, blah. Shit it, right? So it was something light, but it really wasn't light. I took his joint out. Whatever he did, I took it out. So now he puts down the Big Face 100. This is the first time I saw the Big Face 100. This was 98. That's when they came out. So you know this story is authentic.
Yep.
He put the Big Face 100 on the floor. He said, after this, you ain't gonna want to spit no more. You ain't gonna want to do nothing. So I hit the joint. I laughed again. Ripped him out. You little bastard. I put you in casket. You get your ass kicked. You was dramatic. I was just back-to-back lyrics with him.
Yeah.
That's all I did with Bus. I just kept hitting him with back-to-back lyrics. And so he snatched his money, and it was time for him to go on the stage. So he goes on stage. I'm right with him and shit. Me, MOP, KRS-ONE, everybody was there. Ice-T, Wyclef, Lauren, everybody was there that night. That night, and this is the funny shit, is that the people, I kept saying, you know, I met Master P yesterday. I don't know the industry at this point, but everybody's trying to talk to me. I don't know why, but they taking pictures with me, they talking to me. I'm like, me and my man's is bugging out. And my man's is like, yo, you just got that magnetic, you know, you just draw people in. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So Busta Rhymes gets on stage, we going crazy. Me and Foxy Brown is standing at the steps while he's on stage. We right there at the steps, me and Foxy Brown. This is when I realized she had ugly feet. I almost threw up. So, really, she had on glass slippers. I'll never forget it, and it was just, the toes was no good.
Damn. How much time? Shit.
Huh?
How much time?
Yeah,
I'm thinking that movie Boomerang when
Oh yeah. She had the what they call it,
hammer time.
Yo, for real. Like if you ever look at any pictures, dead ass serious. So it kind of fucked me up because I'm really a toe man, seriously. And honestly, I'm not no pretty foot nigga myself, but I don't like to see a woman with toes.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, exactly. Come on, man.
So toes don't make a person, don't get me wrong, but for me, it meant something. So I was trying to enjoy Busta's show, and I'm looking at the toes at the same time, and I was fucked up. So anyway, Busta comes off the stage for Public Enemy to get on, and I had New Chuck D as well. Chuck D and Flav got on there and went crazy. So when Busta was leaving, people were still taking pictures of me and shit, and so I was like, I kept calling him. I was like, yo, Buzz. He was just mingling in the back. I was like, yo, Buzz. And he wasn't. He was ignoring me or couldn't hear me, one. So then I said, yo, Taheem Allah. And he looked, and I walked up to him. I said, yo, God, what's the signs? He said, yo, God, you tried to fight me and shit. I said, huh? I was perplexed. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He's like, yeah, you tried to fight me and shit like that in front of my company and shit. I said, yo, God, that's just how I rhyme. This is why Master P ended up calling me Short Circuit.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because I snap lyrically, and it's not to hurt anyone. It's just how the rhymes come out when I...
Peace, family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check us out on aboutthatonline.com. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for exclusive playlists and social media for all different types of segments and content.